Hi, I want to talk about a conversation that I've had quite often lately in the last few weeks with women over 40. And women over 40 in particular, working super hard in the gym and dieting, and they've been doing so for quite a while and they're just not seeing any results. They're just at a plateau. And it's not that they're not working hard, and it's not that they're not watching what they're eating. They are doing those things, but nothing seems to be happening. So yes, as we get to 40 and up, yeah, things do change in your body. It is a little bit harder to put on lean muscle than the way it used to be when you were a bit younger. It's also a little harder to lose weight as well. And these are all kind of pretty normal things, as you age, but it doesn't have to be a standstill the way it is for some women. So let's talk about that today. So what happens basically when you're in that situation, you lower your calories, put yourself in a deficit to lose weight, and try and exercise a little more. Okay, I'm moving more and I'm eating less. The weight should start to come off, which it does for a time, a short time usually, and then you plateau. Then the next step would be, okay, just gonna have to lower the calories a little bit more, and maybe I can fit in another CrossFit class, or maybe I can fit in another HIIT class, or maybe I can go and after my CrossFit class, I'll go and I'll run for 3 miles tonight. Absolutely. That's gonna help me to lose weight. The weight will start coming off. Yes, it may come down a little bit, but then again, just as before, it'll happen for a time. And we kind of get caught up in that vicious cycle of dieting, cutting our calories, and trying to exercise more. And before you know it, we're at such a place of frustration and being hungry all the time because we're not eating enough. And we know we're not eating enough, but it's just not making sense. So basically what happens is when we get stuck in that cycle, your body goes into what I call a save mode, and it does not want to release any kind of body fat because number one, it's not getting the nutrients it needs, and number two, we're putting out all of this energy to burn up calories. So your body's hanging on to every last bit of everything that it has for dear life because it doesn't know when the next time is going to be that it's going to be fed properly. So it just kind of goes into that save mode, I call it. So when you're not eating enough, and especially over 40 women, and you're not getting enough protein, let's say, your body will start to use your muscle for energy. So that's your lean mass. That's super important. You work damn hard for it, and you don't want to just give it up. So let's start with that, with the protein. First thing that you want to do is start to add some more protein into your diet. Let's kind of reverse, this hole that we've dug for ourselves. So let's start with protein. Try to get some protein at each meal. Have protein with your breakfast, have protein with your lunch, have protein with your dinner, and even protein with your snack. And what might this look like? Well, it might look like for breakfast some egg whites and an egg, some vegetables. So let's say eggs, let's stick with protein. Eggs for breakfast, egg whites. For lunch, have some grilled chicken, vegetables, and fat. For dinner, you might have some fish, but see what I'm saying? So protein in each meal. As far as how much, the size of your palm is a great place to start. You'll be getting your protein 3 times a day. Have a snack middle of the day, something that includes protein. And also, after your workouts, have a protein shake. So spread your protein out throughout the day and make sure that you're getting a decent amount. You don't want to spare any of your lean muscle. You want to put it on. The great thing about protein is that it's a great satisfier. So it will keep you feeling full a lot longer than if you are just eating, let's say, carbs, maybe rice and vegetables. Actually, let's just take this example. Think of eating a bag of pretzels, okay? It's all carbs. Bag of pretzels, you sit down, you eat pretzels. What happens in 10 minutes? 10 or 15 minutes, right? You're hungry again. Now, think about sitting down and eating a piece of grilled chicken the size of the palm of your hand. You eat that, 15 minutes later, half hour later, 45 minutes later, you're still feeling satisfied, right? So you can see what I mean with the protein. It does keep you feeling satisfied longer. It also takes your body longer to digest protein than it does carbohydrates. So make sure that you're getting enough protein. So there is a certain amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fat that your body needs for normal everyday functioning to be healthy, as well as to lose weight. And what we don't realize is that when we're in that vicious cycle, we're eating way below that. So, and I know that this is counterintuitive, but the amount of food that you need to eat to lose weight more than likely is more food than you're eating now, and you're at a standstill. So, okay, let's move on. So let's talk about the exercise. All right, so exercise, if you're working out like 3 times a day, that's too much for the average woman. You need to, I always tell my clients to have 2 full rest days. And especially as you age, your rest days are more important than what you do in the gym. When you're working out in the gym, or you're going to a CrossFit class, or whatever kind of classes that it is, you do, especially when you're doing resistance training, you're breaking down your muscle. You're making these little micro tears in your muscle. And when you're on your recovery day, or when you sleep, that's when your body repairs itself and builds new muscle. Now, in order to do that, number 1, it does need to have the proper amount of nutrients. And number 2, you need to be providing your body and your muscles enough rest so that they can prepare. If you're constantly in the gym and you're constantly working out and you're breaking down and breaking down and breaking down and not allowing your body to rebuild, you're not going to see those body composition changes you're looking for. Right, ladies? We want that nice sculpted, toned look. Well, if you're constantly breaking down your muscle tissue and you're not giving yourself a chance to recover and build new, you're not ever going to see those changes in your body composition. So, number 1, we do need to eat properly, and we do need to eat enough. And number 2, we do need to exercise, yes, but we need to exercise not too much, okay? So you should have 2 full rest days. So let's start there. 2 full rest days. 5 days a week. You can kill it in the gym, but make sure you're having those 2 rest days. Let your body repair and recover and build that new muscle. Listen to your body. If you work out one day and the next morning you wake up and you're so sore that when you get out of bed you can't walk, you need to have a rest day. Don't drag yourself into the gym and not be able to move properly because you're so sore. So listen to your body, rest, and recover. So we talked about a couple things. The vicious cycle that we get ourselves into, especially when we're over 40 and things start to slow down. right? Lowering the calories, exercising more, and then we also talked about 2 things to reverse that, which would be number 1, proper nutrients, proper macronutrients. We're starting with protein. Eat enough protein during the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, spread it out throughout your day. And number 2, 2 full rest days. So I hope that makes a difference for you. Have a great day.